Going live.
Going live. All right, welcome to the Rochester Optical and our lab presentation on practice growth with safety packages. I'm Doreen Gady. So there are different paths to practice growth. There's advertising, social media, referrals, specialty niche. There's different ways of getting more patients into your practice. But I'm going to talk about using safety packages in particular. In specialty niches, for optometrists, they're generally low vision. They are vision therapy, glaucoma, and opticians, really it's unique frames and effective merchandising. That's really where you get a lot of that. And sometimes, of course, there's always word of mouth, but the actual options for opticians is a little less than, say, for some of the optometrists. And I think there are some really good ways of getting patients into your practice using the safety packages. So with safety lenses, I always like to just make sure that we revisit what are the standards for safety lenses. We've got the OSHA regulations, which actually is a federal agency and establishes who needs to wear safety wear. So there are a whole group of patients out there who must wear safety wear. It's not even an option. They must wear it. So there's a ready, set group of patients that you could be drawing into your practice as it is. And then there's ANSI standards, which is actually a private nonprofit organization, which a lot of people don't know, and establishes quality standards for safety lenses and frames. There are specific tests that the frames must go through. There are specific tests that the lenses must go through to make sure that they actually do protect the eye. And the safety standards are generally recognized on the frame by a marking with Z87.1, or now there is now Z87.2 is also on the frames. So these are the things that you want to keep in mind when you're looking at frames and you know whether or not they're for safety. So let's think about what's inside the box. And when I mean by inside the box, what's in the office? So when you have the patients come in, are you asking them what their occupation is? Are you asking them what activities and hobbies they do? Are you asking them, do they do woodworking? Do they do car repairs, landscaping? Is the staff trained to ask these kinds of questions? Is the optician asking these questions? These are things that you can add to your practice, questions specific on this type of thing. Now, if you think about the patient occupation, they may say that they're a manager, but that doesn't mean, that they don't need safety. Where are you a manager? Are you a manager in a factory? Are you a manager in an office where there is no factory? Are there any requirements in your business to wear safety frames at all? Sometimes, for instance, in our lab, if we go into our lab, we need to put on our safety glasses. So all of our employees actually get safety glasses as part of our employment so that we can go into the lab because it's required by OSHA. So we need to have our safety glasses on when we go in there. There are many businesses that are like that. And it's a good idea to start thinking about your patients. Who do you already have that may need safety glasses? You don't know until you ask. And what you really want to do is you want to educate the staff. You want to educate them to ask the right questions. You want to educate them to be aware of opportunities that are out there. So again, where do you work? Well, in our area, we have Eastman Kodak Company. Well, there's a lot of people in Eastman Kodak Company who are required to wear safety glasses. So that's an opportunity So if they see that the patient is working at something like that, they can ask, are you required to wear safety glasses at all? Share opportunities with the eye care practitioners. Share the opportunities with the optometrist and with the optician. And with the patients, we want to educate them to the risks to their own vision. We want to make sure that they're aware that there are different options available out there. This is important because a lot of patients don't even realize that there are risks because they think, well, I'm already wearing glasses, so they'll protect me. Not necessarily. That's why we need to educate them. There are certain lenses and certain frames that are tested to make sure that they can handle any situation when it comes to safety. They don't know that. So it's a good idea to educate them. So I have a story of my own. When it comes to sports, there are sports glasses that are recommended for the athletes. And with my son, who plays hockey, we went into a doctor's office, and the optician recommended that he wear the sports safety glasses, those red ones there. And my son, who is all about girls at that time, said, nope, I am not going to wear those. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm not going to look like a dork putting those on and wearing them out there. So I said, well, we need to get something, but the optician had no other ideas for me. The optician gave me no other options. And I like to talk about a WIFM. What's in it? What was my WIFM? What's in it for me? So with my WIFM, the situation is, what's in it for me is I wanted to protect my son's eyes. And what was Anthony, who's my son, what was Anthony's WIFM? To look cool out there on the ice for the girls. That was really his WIFM, let's face it. He was a teenage boy. But what the optician did not recommend was an alternative. Yes, I understand that, sports glasses really are the best for them. But if you can't get them to wear the sports glasses, I wish I had known that there were safety glasses out there that he could have worn. It would have been much safer than the glasses he currently had at that time. So these are a set of safety glasses right here that we offer, and they looked very much like the glasses he was already wearing out there. And that was an option that the optician never gave to me, never mentioned to me. So yes, I understand that it is the optician's responsibility to recommend that they wear the sports frames, but if they're not going to do it and they're not going to wear it, there is another option as a second, and that would have been a safety pair of frames. And I would have definitely bought that safety pair for my son. So remember, it's an opportunity out there. This is for second, that would have been an opportunity for a second pair of sales. Then let's think outside the box. Let's think of what's available out there outside the office to grow your practice. There are businesses requiring safety glasses all over. Any kind of construction company, manufacturing company, maintenance companies, automotive companies. All of those kinds of companies have OSHA standards that certain jobs need to wear safety glasses. There's optical labs that require them. So if we want to think outside the box, this is an opportunity for you to bring business into your practice. Who would you contact? And what I'm talking about is, with outside the box, it's really about going out there and meeting with these companies. You have to leave the office, you have to go out and you have to meet with these companies. You want to reach out to the owner, the HR or safety officer. You can contact the Chamber of Commerce. They'll give you an idea of all the companies that are in your area. Some you may not even know about because they're in those big box buildings that, it has a name, but you don't know what they do. The Chamber of Commerce can help you with that. And the best way to do it is actually just to Google it. You can Google construction companies in my area, manufacturing companies in my area. And you can actually Google them. I Googled automotive shops and it came up with a list of 75 that were within my immediate area. We're not even talking miles away, we're just talking in the very immediate area. There are chains for automotive. So it could be an individually owned or it could be chains. These are all things that are huge opportunities to bring them in your office. Now, once you decide which companies you want to approach, you want to set up a meeting. You want to set up a meeting with the, again, the HR or the safety office, the safety officer, and bring your lab sales rep, because they are accustomed to doing sales like this and they can help you. Ask questions. Basic sales is to ask questions. What are their safety needs? What are the requirements that they currently have? What's their current system for providing safety glasses for their patients? What are their pain points? What's not working so well? What would they like to change? And then you can identify how you can help with that. Now, it may be that you set it up where you supply the safety glasses for their patients, or even better, you supply eye exams and safety glasses for their employees. It depends again on the situation. These are the questions you want to ask. Are they required? If they are required to wear safety glasses, they are probably required to get an eye exam to make sure that they're wearing the proper glasses. So it's important to ask, what safety needs do you have? What positions? What are you currently doing? Some of them just, they may just give a certain dollar amount to the patient or their employee, and they may just go anywhere. Some of them will have specific places to go. We do have a customer that decided to do something just like this, and he went from a $20,000 account business to something in the hundreds of thousands. So he's doing very, very well. Position your message. Again, with them. What's in it for me? Based on their needs. So if you're going to offer something, make sure you understand what their needs are and position it exactly there. So what are the frame choices? Well, you want to set up, are they going to want all of the options we have available or you have available to their employees? Or are they going to want to pare it down? We have 5 tiers for frames, and of course the cost goes up tier by tier. Are they going to want to offer some from each tier, or are they only going to want to offer just the first 2 tiers because they have a budget they need to meet? If they offer the first 2 tiers, can the employees spend more money to upgrade their frame? And again, the exams. Do we want the exams to be included? Now think about this. You've got employees that are coming in. A lot of times these are going to be new employees, because employees that already work there already have their glasses. So these are going to be new employees coming to possibly your office to get their safety frames and possibly their eye exam. And who might they bring with them? Their families. It doesn't have to be just a business transaction for the employee. It can also be, let's bring my family with me and get those eye exams done as well. Business to business sales. So really that's what we're working with here. Your business, their business, it is going to be business to business sales. And we can customize materials for you to take with you. We can customize pricing to take with you, and we can give you samples of frames to take with you as well. Maybe one from each tier, or a couple from each tier, whatever is going to make it easier for you. Sometimes you may have already been able to have a conversation with that person before you come in and meet. And maybe you've already been able to ask them some basic questions. And so you can customize this to meet the needs that you've already discovered. We have catalogs that have no prices in them so that you can use those. And then we can also customize a catalog with prices. Just work through your sales rep and we'll be able to make that happen for you. So the benefits of the safety package, this is a niche. This is a niche you're going after. But think about it. Again, these are requirements. These are not just people who want safety glasses. These are requirements. Second pair sales. You're going to get their families come in possibly. You're going to get patient referrals. And you're going to get business-to-business referrals. And think about that. For business-to-business referrals, if you work with a safety officer, they have conferences just like every other business. And you may get referrals from one company to another company. And all of that is going to equal practice growth. Thank you, and thank you for listening to our video.
Thank you for tuning in to our lab educational series. These videos will be viewable again on our YouTube channel.